Hey, we're here at ISS and I'm with Danny Hong. He is Senior Product Manager at Ivanti and he just finished up a banger of a breakout session. Reducing friction between IT and security, and before we get started, is that even a possible thing?
That's a great question. I think there's a lot of challenges to it, but definitely with the right tools and the right people, the right processes, you can definitely reduce that friction and at least have a common tool where we can communicate and collaborate and kind of work together. So,
what were some of the key takeaways? What kind of conversations did you have maybe right after or during the session?
I think a lot of, well, first of all, right, today's world is just so remote and IT landscape is changing and evolving and more and more vulnerabilities as well, right? So different locations we have to look out for, and I think a lot of customers are really looking to, just a lot of organizations in general, they're looking to streamline their operations and deliver their products and services faster and more efficiently. They're looking to deliver higher quality to their customers, right? And I think one thing that's even more important today is they're looking to do this more securely, right? They're looking to deliver more securely. And so I think a lot of interest in how do we understand the vulnerabilities affecting all of our assets, and how do we make sure that those, as we bring in data from scanners, we're matching that up to the right CI, and I think just great conversations around kind of some challenges that organizations are facing today.
And those challenges are all very unique, right? We were just talking before we started that, when it comes to IT and security, no two organizations work the same way, right? Different setups, different architectures, different infrastructures like that, which may even provide more of a challenge as you try to bring those two sides of the house together.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's so many different development tools out there, so many different tools for security teams, different types of scanners and pen testing tools, whatever that may be. And not only just that, right? There's different organizational structures. The organizations are in different areas, and so may be impacted by different regulations and different standards, right? So I think all of that creates a huge challenge for a lot of organizations to really, there's not really a standard of this is the way we should do DevSecOps, and so really it's tailoring it to the organization's processes, their teams, how they like to work best to really get the best experience for their users, their employees, as well as deliver the best products and services for their customers, right?
So how do you, I know this is something you've been talking about, incorporating DevSecOps capability and helping people work in concert. So what kind of solutions are you talking about?
Yeah, I think the first step is, right, ITSM being the hub of all of this activity, data that's flowing through. That being said, it's not to say there's just ITSM, right? There's other tools that we want to integrate in. And so I think a lot of the collaboration between these teams has to come from tool integration and effectively being able to communicate, development to operations to security, right? Security down to operations and development. I think a lot of, there's just a lot of friction today around the communication aspect even, right? And so one example that we have is, we're able to integrate with GitHub. So we can, as a developer, they commit their, maybe there's a vulnerability on a SQL blind injection, and we can send tickets out to our developers in their development tools. They can work to remediate, commit the code changes to GitHub, and then as we integrate with ITSM, we get to track the lifecycle of that deployment, and we get to have a record of, first of all, an approval record saying these are the people in operations and development that approved this change, and really keep that for auditing purposes and just for the history and the data that provides.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about visibility, right? Yeah, you need the visibility, and I know automation plays a big role in that. So talk a little bit about how automation, how that streamlines that process and makes the employee interaction with the technology so much easier.
Yeah, I think with the automation, it really, not only does it remove the tedious, the repetitive tasks, it's also about, it's, I guess, we're allowing the experts, our IT talent, to focus on the areas that they are strong in. And when they don't know, where to or who to communicate with, or where a security check falls in the process, it's almost impossible for them to be efficient and productive and avoid delays, right? So I think a lot of the automation aspects, especially with RBVM and pulling in vulnerabilities on whatever your schedule may be, whether it's every Tuesday you want to pull in the vulnerabilities and work to remediate each week, you're really incorporating that into the development lifecycle from the beginning, not just waiting till the end.
Yeah, it's a strong message because the words delay and security should never be used in the same sentence, right?
For sure. Oh,
That's
yeah.
what we're working on. Hey, appreciate it, Danny. Thanks for the time. I know your session went really well. Hopefully you have some more great conversations throughout the week here at ISS. Appreciate you coming by.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yep, appreciate it.